Okay, so I actually wasn't planning on filming this weekend. I just didn't really feel like it. But my whole day has been made because I just went to Woolies and they now have a bag with like a strap, and it just, I can't explain how happy this made me because I never use like trolleys and stuff. I always try and carry all my groceries. I feel like everyone that goes to the gym does that. And so I could do this while holding all my other stuff as well. So I'm going to show you what I got because I'm going to do a different meal prep this week. I'm just getting a little bit over chicken and rice. So I'm going to do like a burrito bowl thing. Run you through how I do my meal prep this week. I'm going to try something different, so I don't know if it's going to fail, but in the oven, in my glass meal prep containers, I'm going to put raw rice, water and beef and everything like all in there raw. And then it like cooks it all together and like makes it into like a burrito bowl. So I don't know if that's actually going to work, but yeah. And I just got everything from Woolies. Normally I'll get my fruit and veg from the fruit shop down the road, but it wasn't open this morning because I just had kickboxing, hence the braids. I taught myself last night how to braid. It's not very good, especially because I've slept in it, but it made training so much easier. So this is like my whole meal prep as well. It's not just the lunches, but I got some carrots because I've got hummus in the fridge. So I'm going to cut those up and have them as a snack. I've got some onion to go in the meal prep. Just got some broccolini to have with my steak at night. I will also talk about a few other things I changed. I've been doing it for like a little bit over a week now, but I didn't really talk about it last week until I'd done it consistently. But I drink a lot of tea, but I've swapped out my current ones that I take for more of like spearmint tea. And actually, just reminds me, I'm gonna turn the machine on. And in the mornings, I've also been having dandelion tea. So dandelion tea is really good for detoxing your liver and getting rid of like excess hormones. And I produce a lot of estrogen, which also can make like painful periods and a lot of like water retention, and obviously my skin, which is the main reason I'm doing it. So again, I did just come from kickboxing, so my face is quite red at the moment, but this is not the best time. I'll show you again after I've like showered and done my skincare, but it is so much less inflamed since I've been doing this. And yeah, sure, it may just be a placebo effect, but I don't care. My skin looks better, so very happy about that. So in the mornings, I've been having dandelion tea, and then because even though there's no caffeine in it, because it's a black tea, I feel like there's caffeine. So it's almost like, I don't know, but I just prefer having it in the morning. And then throughout the day and night, I've been having spearmint tea. I don't normally have tea bags. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I haven't been able to find, sorry, you can hear my coffee machine, but I haven't been able to find loose leaf straight spearmint tea yet. So until I find one that I like, I'm just gonna buy these. So this one's the chamomile and spearmint, and then I've also been having peppermint spearmint. Obviously it's good for gut health anyways, but those ones in particular are really good for anti-inflammatory, so getting rid of the redness and the puffiness in my skin. In the mornings, I'm still having my eggs and yogurt, but I'm also going to be having a smoothie before that earlier in the morning as well. So I used to always make this one in summer. So it's coconut water, a cut up apple, some frozen mango, lemon juice, and like a half a scoop of vanilla protein. I don't always add in the vanilla, oh, and spinach. I don't always add in the vanilla protein though. It just depends on what I'm kind of having that day. Like if it's a rest day, I probably won't bother adding it because my calories are lower. I've been getting these little hummus tubs as well, just as like a little snack size. They are still like 98 calories, but when I have that and like celery sticks or carrot sticks with it, it only ends up being like 140 calorie meal, but because there's so much volume to it, it feels like a lot more. I did pick up, like I've said before, I always get them when they're on sale, and I actually didn't mind this one. It's the Cola Oxy Shred. Add that to my little collection. This is the yogurt I always get. It tastes the best on calories, and it is definitely the most natural. And I also got some bananas, which just to have, particularly before training and things like that, good little rush of carbs, because I've said before, I definitely don't have much carbs at the moment. I was saying to Eden before, like, although I'm not doing a crazy amount of like exercise and things like that throughout the week, for me, going from just strictly a powerlifting routine to now doing a lot more of everything. So before I was only doing 3 to 4 days a week of just powerlifting strength training, so low reps, low sets, low reps, high weight, and quite long rest periods, to now I'm doing 5 days a week, of strength training with higher reps and more volume. Then I'm also doing OzTag, kickboxing. I'm doing 2 runs per week, just starting out with that. And then I'm also doing at least 1 hike and a few walks in between. So, you know, I've gone from doing not too much movement to quite a lot. So for some people that's not that much, but for me, that transition, I've been doing just powerlifting for quite some time, that yeah, it's definitely like I'm feeling a bit more flat at the end of the week. So I'm really trying to make sure that my food is super nutritious and I'm really taking care of, sorry, my cat's on the roof. I'm really trying to make sure that I'm like ticking all those boxes. I'm also going to show you, I've been doing a lot of things I mentioned before, like the tea that I've changed up. I'm going to make my juice shot in a moment. So I've been making that for like every 2 to 3 days and prepping it out. And it's just straight ginger, turmeric, black pepper, and lemon. And I just shot it. So that's really, really good for gut health. Anything I'm doing for gut health at the moment is to fix my skin. And obviously it's got the added benefits for everything. So I'm having that. I think I just finished my aloe vera juice. I don't think I'll buy another one, to be honest. I didn't really notice anything with it. Still, you know, wanted to try it. Whereas these shots, I have noticed a difference in the redness. So I don't think I'll repurchase the aloe vera juice. I'm still having my greens powder, creatine. I have been really consistent with the magnesium, which I think I started in my last video as well. So that's been going really well. And yeah, so I'm gonna make my dandelion tea and put all of this away, and then I'll film in a little bit once I've showered, done my skincare and everything. I have definitely changed up my skincare as well. Everything in my house is now completely, I'm gonna say this wrong, non-comedogenic. I think that's how you say it. So there's 0 pore clogging ingredients. I threw out like 80% of my skincare and makeup. I just went through and did a huge purge, and it felt amazing. So every single thing in my house that touches my skin now does not have a single pore clogger. So I'll run you through my new skincare routine. It's products that I'd never even heard of before, and pretty much all of it's Korean skincare as well. So they have way better skin than most of us. So I already know I'm gonna look a little bit crazy for how much I do, but it's helping my skin, so I don't really care. But as always, I have my greens powder and creatine. I've then blended up straight ginger, turmeric, and black pepper and lemon juice. You do have to use the black pepper. That's what activates the turmeric. That's how much I actually have of it, but I make enough for about 3 shots, and then I'll put it in an airtight container in the fridge. Then I chop up, today I'm having 2 cloves of raw garlic, and I just swallow that down. Honestly, people told me that like swallowing the raw garlic would be hard. It has not bothered me at all. And yeah, so I take all of these. I'm going to take them now at this really awful angle, just to prove I do take them. So this one, I should have water with me. Oh well. Clumpy. I do strain it, but not too much because I want to get as much of it in as I can. The lemon juice helps. And then my greens powder. That one I'm really used to. And then I'll put some water in this and eat my garlic. I don't eat it, I just chop it up into little pieces and just swallow it. I'm not going to chew on it, it's gross. Fill that up with fresh water. I think I've mentioned it before, but I only ever have filtered water as well because you never know what crap's in tap water. I do that every morning. Plus I have my dandelion tea, but I don't have the dandelion tea with all of this because it's just too much going on, to be honest, and I don't want to upset my stomach. The sun, get off this angle. The sun has just come out and it's beautiful outside. So I'm going to go and sit in the sun, probably make my tea. It's been ages now. It's now like 10:30. I'm just about to go. So I had all of my concoctions and everything this morning that I showed. And then I went and sat in the sun for a while I had my coffee. And then for breakfast, I have my eggs and Greek yogurt like normal. And yeah, so I showered, washed my hair as well because like it was so greasy. That's kind of also why I had it in the braids. And I'm just about to go on a really big walk with my friends. I'm going to show you my new skincare routine. So pretty much all of it is, oh, except I still kept in these 2, the vitamin C and the hyaluronic acid. I am also using a new cleanser, an oil-based cleanser, as well as the CeraVe one. It's honestly just as good, but I like having 2 of everything. So one for my, when I go to the, I like having 2 of everything so that I've got one for when I go to the recovery center in a separate bag and then one for home. Starting off with the milk toner, I'm going to say all of these brands wrong. Toto. Only if you have acne, milky toners can be really like scary because they have a lot of pore clogging ingredients. So this one doesn't have any. I did find that the first time I used it, now I've only been using all of these for about a week. I did go a little bit red, which I am now going red. Yeah, and because of my shirt, I look even more red on camera, but that's fine. Because my skin looks so much better this week, I didn't even have the craving to put on fake tan, which is, if you know me, pretty crazy. Now this is the one that I'm actually probably loving. No, I take that back. The sunscreen is now my favorite, but it's called Mugwort Essence. And like, that's all it is. It's just straight, whatever the hell mugwort is. I don't know what it is, but it gives me very much Harry Potter vibes. Like I feel like if I was playing the Hogwarts Legacy game, like I would collect this. Couldn't actually tell you what mugwort is. I keep telling myself I'm going to look into it and see what it is. But you put it on after your toner and it just makes my skin, it feels a lot like a toner but way more gentle. And it smells kind of like a grandma, but it's made my skin feel really, really like glossy. I don't know how to explain it. It gives it a bit of life. Again, it feels so like Harry Pottery. So while my skin's still quite damp from that, that's when I'll put on my hyaluronic acid. This is the same one I've been using for ages. This one's a Japanese product, but you can get it from Priceline, Adore Beauty, like everywhere has it. Honestly, my skin like absorbs the crap out of that. It just came out. And so then I use my vitamin C. Again, this is the same one I've been using for the longest time. I cannot recommend this vitamin C enough. I do really like the Hey Bud one as well. Acne people, get this moisturizer. It is so hard to find a good gel-based moisturizer that's not all creamy and everything, that actually feels like it hydrates you and doesn't make your face really sticky. So this one's the Oat In Calming Gel Cream. It is amazing. So it's really, really calming. It's clear. Well, you couldn't really see that. And to find one that goes on that's not a cream, that actually hydrates you and doesn't have no ingredient that I'm using right now, including my cleansers, everything, even my lip balm, which I just use the original dermal. Not a single thing has any pore clogging ingredients. So while I'm waiting for it to dry, I'll just tell you what I'm going to put on. So this is the sunscreen. This is my favorite product I have bought because I've said it before, like everyone should be using a sunscreen, especially if you're acne prone skin and you're in the sun, but finding one that not only doesn't give you acne is hard enough, but then finding one that I can wear when I'm sweating, because if I'm wearing sunscreen outside, I'm probably going for a run or I'm doing some sort of physical activity. And even though it doesn't have pore clogging ingredients in like the La Roche-Posay, which I probably said wrong, I still find like it makes my skin feel gluggy. This is incredible. So it goes, I'll show you it. So that's the sunscreen. It's an SPF 50 plus. It's by Her and it's a weightless sun fluid. I'm never sure how much sunscreen to put on, so I put on a pretty decent amount because I'm always worried I'm not putting enough. I should probably even do like touch more. And it's actually getting up to UV4 today and it's middle of winter. I love where I live so much. I was able to wear this and then go for an actual run the other day, and believe me, I'm not good at running, so my heart rate is up, I am sweating, it is awful. And the last thing I'll say before I go is I threw out so much makeup, which again didn't really bother me too much because I mean I so rarely wear makeup at the moment with my acne, like maybe once a month, even if that. And some of it was definitely expired makeup that I was hanging on to, but I only kept things that either had no pore cloggers or one that didn't really bother me. Like I kept the NARS, it did technically have one pore clogger in it, but it was an ingredient that I've never had a reaction to, so I didn't mind. Bronzing drops, MCO Beauty was amazing. No pore cloggers in this. And something I was so happy about was there's no pore cloggers in my contour, blush and highlight sticks that I love by MCO. However, the foundation that I love from them, the fake flawless filter, did have pore cloggers. So I was really upset about that. So I threw that one away, which is like the only foundation I actually like. Anyway, so I just went on my walk with my friend. We actually ended up walking for like over an hour, and I got a juice as well. And then I was nearly home, and Eden just messaged me saying he wanted to go out for brekkie. But I'm not really hungry, but I'll probably go in and like have a tea or something. So you're at like the worst angle, but I just finished doing my skincare. Just did exactly the same as yesterday and put quite a lot of this sunscreen on. It's obviously not very bright outside, but what am I doing? But we are heading on a hike, and I'm pretty sure it's meant to be cloudy today, but the UV is going to be at 3, which again sounds really low, but I'm really trying to keep my skin nice and safe. Anyway, so just finished doing my skincare. A little bit red this morning here and here, but I did just, sorry for the TMI, but did just start my period, so like that's honestly really good. And then look at Aslan. Why is he absolutely zonked? So I'm just gonna turn off the lights and head on out. I didn't actually end up filming my meal prep yesterday because I was just feeling really bleh and did not want to film. Sorry, I'm just turning everything off before I head out. Yeah, I really did not feel like filming yesterday, but it came out so good. So, and I'm definitely gonna be doing it again next weekend. The meal prep actually looked so good that I end up having it for dinner as well. So it was awesome. Oh, it's cold. Everything's really icy. Oh, and also I did my braids again, and I actually slept in them, and then did little fluffy pigtails, which I'm not really loving. Boofy in the background. So we're just heading to the same walk that we did last week, and it is definitely much colder this morning. So yeah.
I think the wind's not as bad as last week, but
yeah, we did have a little bit of wind, but it kind of helped us get up the hill. But yeah, so we're going to go on the walk again, and then I think we're going out for breakfast afterwards as well, so that'll be good. So we just got here. It's actually still quite cold, but the sun's coming out a little bit. So I think I'm going to walk for a little bit and warm up before I start filming much, but
business with you, sir.
Yeah, he's over it. Come on. Oh, the sun's starting to come out a little bit.
Barely.
Yeah. It's like, you can see we get like a little bit of sun here, and it's like, and then it's cold. All of this growing out of the rock. I was staring at it last week and just like, so pretty. No. Oh no, Zimmy's on a rock. Oh God. Whoa. Buffy, it's way too early to be doing this. He's gonna run out of steam. He's trying to get him to jump up on the rock, but it's too spooky. I'm trying to film the parts that I didn't really film last week, and like, just look at how cool this track is. And ooh, okay, that was me slipping. Oh, you know what? I might just not film this bit. Boys are just going a little bit off track because they think they found a second track. But it's just so beautiful here. You can hear the waterfall. I'll be quiet. I do wish it was a little bit sunnier, but it's fine. It's just so beautiful. Parkour! That was a bit, yeah, average. He has absolutely given up because last week he had to have a bath because he got so dirty, and now he sees it and he doesn't want to come. Oh, Boofy! Come on. You're a good boy. I'm just going to stay here for a moment. I won't film a crazy amount down here because I know I took a lot of footage in my last video, but it is so breathtaking. Boofy's hiding behind a tree. Eden's just taking it in. I can't wait until it gets warmer and we can actually swim in here. It's like crystal clear. Look. And like those rocks are actually pretty deep down. Alright, we're gonna head back up now. To be honest, there really wasn't much sun. It was poking out of the top of the waterfall just before, but I think we'll have a bit more up the top. And then we're gonna go get a really big feed, which I'm very excited for. It's kind of become like a Sunday ritual to like go on a big hike and then a big refeed. I'm gonna get gassed out real quick in a moment, so I won't film for the next few minutes. It wasn't actually as bad as I thought it would be, but definitely got my heart rate up a bit. Go! How does he have that much energy at the end of the walk?
He's a dog. He's a dog.
Oh. So we just got back to the car, so it's about 90 minutes all up to do the hike, not including the stops. And it's a bit over 5Ks as well, with I think it ended up being like 200 meters of elevation or so. So nothing crazy, but it's just so beautiful. It's definitely one of the prettiest walks. But okay, I was gonna film brekkie, but to be honest, I was way too hungry. But we both got that looks so fake. We both got like big avocado, sourdough. I got halloumi, he got bacon. It was good. We're just gonna head to the farmer's market quickly because I want some more celery and I want a sweet treat. So the sweet treat is secured. So I ended up with 2 cannolis. The place I wanted to go to was already out of sweets because it's a bit later in the day, but I got a Ferrero Rocher and a ricotta. I already know I'm gonna love the ricotta. Okay, so I'm gonna take a big bite of the ricotta one because that's what I'm more excited for. That is amazing.
I'm a big Ferrero Rocher guy.
I know, that's why I got it.
Big Ferrero Rocher guy.
That's so good. I'm probably gonna eat like half of it if I'm honest, because if I eat that whole thing, I know how sick I'll feel. Okay, so I definitely just ate that whole ricotta cannoli.
Really?
Yeah. It started crumbling in my hand. But I'm definitely gonna do another big walk today as well, because otherwise, not that I care that much about having the calories. Like we obviously burnt heaps of calories today. It's not that, it's more about the fact that I'm not used to having that much sugar, so I know it's not going to feel too good in my tummy. Don't even look at my hair right now. I've just ruined it, but just had a quick shower and we're going to head to the sauna. I'm tired and it's not even lunchtime. Finished my 10,000 steps for the day and it's not even 12 o'clock, so that's always a nice feeling. So I did what I said I was going to do and I spent most of the afternoon editing. I actually smashed out like 3 videos, so there's been like back-to-back uploads. It's now about 4:30. I'm wearing purple on purple. So I got these like $10 Amazon shorts. Long story short, I wanted some just cheap ones for walking. But I think I went too cheap and they're kind of shit. Anyways, I forgot the whole reason I was recording. So anyways, I'm wearing just my purple top and the little shorts. And I'm wearing these runners I got. So yeah, I actually bought, I'm going to say them wrong, but Saucony Triumphs. But I started using the Runner app and I'm doing 2 runs per week. When my friends in Eden realised what kind of shoes I was wearing, I kind of got roasted and they were like, you need to run in proper running shoes. When we go on a walk, we always say hello to Buffy's girlfriend.
Hello, gorgeous girl.
Isn't it beautiful?
Good girl.
We call her Big Sexy Red. I'm probably going to make the next weekend's video like solely dedicated to it, but like I just kind of, I still love powerlifting and I'm definitely going to probably, I shouldn't say definitely, but I'll probably still compete in the future. But I think for the next probably like 12 months, I just want to look like I train as hard as what I do. I don't feel like...
Disclaimer, she looks like she trains hard as a powerlifter. So what she's trying to say is she just wants to modify her physique a little bit. But she does train hard, don't let her discredit herself.
I love you. Yes, I was having a bit of a day, like self-image wise and everything. And I was in my gym clothes and I was walking into Coles and this old man stopped me and goes, are you training for the Olympics? I walked into Coles and I was like all teary-eyed. Like he made my day and he has no idea. But yeah, like that's the reason I'm kind of doing a lot of this. Plus it's good for you anyways. But I don't know. I feel like I want to be just more fit, not just strong. Yeah. We're just going through the little bush part near our house.
Yeah, you are.
I fell, but I fell so perfect. I wish I could blame that on me having the video out, but it just straight up was me giving way. Anyways, Eden gave me a 4-leaf clover. So we just finished our walk and I'm definitely feeling tired. It's now about 4:50 and I'm probably gonna have dinner at like 6 o'clock and go to bed really early because I've got a massive week. In my next video, I will talk a bit more about what I was saying with you know, how powerlifting isn't really the focus anymore, which that's been pretty obvious for a few weeks now, but kind of like what my plan is with training. And yeah, I've got a lot of like little goals I want to tick off along the way. And one of them is running a 5K, probably doing a strongman comp. I don't know if I'll do that. That one's a bit up in the air. But yeah, just like fitness goals in the meantime. And yeah, so I'm going to leave this one here. Next week I have quite a lot on, so it'll be a really good video. So I'll see you then.